Have you ever noticed how your body feels different when the seasons change? Tired in the afternoon, restless at night, or maybe your throat feels dry even though the weather is cooling down? Many people over 40 inches, the US and Canada, tell me they struggle with these little signs when summer slowly gives way to autumn. What about you? Do you feel the same? If so, follow this channel so we can share and explore solutions together. As a nutritionist, I've seen how small shifts in weather can create big changes in energy, mood, and even blood sugar. Too often we reach for the same fruits we enjoyed in the heat of July, like watermelon or mango, only to find they don't quite fit anymore. They may leave us feeling bloated, chilly, or even spike our sugar unexpectedly. The truth is, every season carries its own natural remedies hidden in the fruits that ripen right on time. Today, I want to walk you through 5 seasonal treasures of September fruits that not only taste wonderful, but also support circulation, energy, and resilience as we age. Stay with me until the end because fruit number 1 is both a local favorite and a powerful health secret most people overlook. When we think about September and the transition from late summer to early fall, one fruit often overlooked is the peach. In American and Canadian households, peaches are usually associated with sweet pies or summer desserts, but very few people realize that this fruit can be a genuine health ally, especially for adults over 40 who are beginning to pay closer attention to circulation, blood sugar, and energy levels. Linking back to what we discussed in the introduction, the key challenge of this season is fatigue, dryness, and an unsettled balance in the body. The peach stands out because it offers a gentle yet effective way to restore vitality without burdening the digestive system. Let's begin with its nutritional profile. According to the USDA Food Data Central, one medium peach weighing about 150 grams contains only 59 calories, less than 1 gram of fat, and around 14 grams of carbohydrates. The glycemic index GI, which measures how quickly food raises blood sugar, is remarkably low, at 28. To put this into perspective, white rice has a GI of over 80, and even certain vegetables can score higher than peaches. For people managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance conditions affecting millions in North America, the peach provides sweetness without the roller coaster effect on glucose. It is a safe fruit for moderate daily consumption. Another critical benefit is its role in replenishing blood and oxygen. Traditional Chinese medicine has long considered peaches symbols of vitality and longevity, and modern science confirms part of this wisdom. Peaches contain approximately 0.3 milligrams of iron per 100 grams, which may sound modest, but it is 3 times the amount found in apples and significantly higher than pears at 0.2 milligrams. Iron, of course, is a building block for hemoglobin, the protein responsible for carrying oxygen through the bloodstream. For adults over 40, particularly women who may struggle with iron deficiency or mild anemia, eating peaches regularly can support better circulation and reduce the dizziness or fatigue that often comes with low hemoglobin levels. Beyond iron, peaches are also rich in antioxidants such as chlorogenic acid and anthocyanins. These compounds neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that accelerate aging and damage skin and blood vessels. Clinical research published in Food Chemistry highlights chlorogenic acid's role in lowering oxidative stress, which is directly linked to cardiovascular disease. For those who are beginning to notice wrinkles or dryness in their skin during the early fall, peaches can serve as both an internal and external defense against premature aging. What makes peaches particularly suitable for this seasonal shift is their balance between cooling and nourishing qualities. While fruits like watermelon or mango are overly cooling and may cause digestive upset in early autumn, peaches have a milder effect. They quench thirst, support the heart's qi or energy, and invigorate blood flow without harming the stomach. This is why they were historically recommended to people recovering from illness or chronic fatigue. The versatility of peaches also adds to their value. The soft, juicy varieties available in US and Canadian supermarkets are perfect for seniors with weaker teeth, while yellow peaches carry a stronger aroma and slightly higher nutrient density. Nectarines with their smooth skin are the best choice for those who experience allergic reactions to peach fuzz. By choosing the right type, everyone can incorporate peaches comfortably into their diet. Of course, moderation and timing matter. Eating one fresh peach daily in September is often enough to gain its health benefits without overwhelming the body. For those watching their weight, peaches are an ideal snack because their high water content promotes satiety. For those struggling with restless sleep, peaches may also help indirectly thanks to compounds like tryptophan that support the body's natural serotonin and melatonin production, contributing to better sleep cycles. In short, peaches are far more than a sweet treat. For adults over 40 inches, the US and Canada, they represent a seasonal opportunity, a low GI fruit that stabilizes blood sugar, replenishes iron, improves circulation, protects skin, and even supports better rest. As we move deeper into September, when fatigue and dryness become common complaints, adding peaches to your diet can be one of the simplest yet most effective adjustments you make. Moving from the gentle sweetness of peaches, let us now turn to a fruit that many Americans and Canadians associate with tropical vacations rather than health routines: the coconut. At first glance, a coconut might seem like nothing more than a refreshing summer drink. Yet, when we look deeper, coconut water reveals itself as one of the most powerful natural tools for restoring balance in the body, particularly during the lingering heat of September. For adults over 40, when blood pressure, control, hydration, and energy become critical, coconut water stands out as nature's energy reset. The science behind this is clear. Coconut water is made up of about 94% water and only 20 calories per 100 grams, making it an almost guilt-free beverage. What makes it special, however, is its electrolyte profile. According to data from the US Department of Agriculture, a single cup, 240 milliliters of coconut water provides around 600 milligrams of potassium. That is more than what you would get from a medium banana, which is about 420 milligrams. Potassium is vital for maintaining healthy blood pressure and preventing muscle cramps. For people who sweat excessively during late summer activities, gardening, hiking, or even just walking in the warm September sun, coconut water replenishes lost electrolytes far more effectively than plain water. Many sports drinks sold across North America attempt to mimic this balance, but they often come loaded with refined sugar and artificial additives. Coconut water, on the other hand, contains naturally occurring sugars in small amounts, along with magnesium and sodium in the right proportions. Research published in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology found that coconut water was just as effective as commercial electrolyte beverages in rehydrating athletes, but without the negative spike in blood glucose. This makes it an excellent choice for older adults who need hydration without destabilizing their metabolism. But here's where the story takes a twist. While coconut water is the angel of hydration coconut flesh, the white meat inside is what we might call the hidden devil. Just 100 grams of coconut meat contains over 350 calories, with most of that coming from saturated fat. To put this in perspective, that is more than a full serving of white rice or even a cheeseburger. For individuals managing weight, cholesterol, or fatty liver disease, eating too much coconut flesh can undo the benefits of coconut water. This contrast is what makes coconuts fascinating. They offer both a remedy and a risk in the same shell. So how can we apply this in daily life? The rule is simple. Enjoy coconut water freely, but treat the flesh as a rare indulgence. A glass of chilled coconut water in the afternoon can replace soda or sugary iced tea, offering not only hydration, but also a refreshing lift in mood. For those experiencing occasional anxiety or tension, coconut water's magnesium content may even support relaxation and better sleep quality. If you've ever wondered why you feel calmer after sipping coconut water, now you know it's biochemistry at work. Let's make this interactive. Have you tried substituting coconut water for sports drinks or sodas? Did you feel a difference in your energy or mood? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to know how it worked for you. For viewers in the US and Canada, coconuts are now widely available in grocery stores and even pre-packaged in cartons. Look for options labeled 100% coconut water with no added sugar. A single serving a day is more than enough to restore hydration and protect your heart, especially during warm, dry days when the body loses more fluids than expected. In conclusion, coconuts teach us an important lesson. Not every part of a fruit is created equal. The water inside is a natural electrolyte solution that supports heart health, blood pressure, stability, and post-exercise recovery. The flesh, however, should be treated as an occasional snack due to its calorie and fat density. If you remember this simple distinction, you can make coconuts a safe and powerful part of your seasonal health routine. So the next time you're thirsty on a hot September afternoon, skip the soda and reach for coconut water. Your heart, muscles, and mind will thank you. After exploring the gentle healing power of peaches and the refreshing reset of coconut water, it is time to address one of the most misunderstood fruits in North America, the grape. For many adults over 40 inches, the US and Canada grapes are seen as dangerously sweet, the kind of fruit that must be bad for blood sugar. Yet this assumption could not be further from the truth. In reality, grapes, when eaten properly, are one of the most powerful protectors of cardiovascular health, earning them the title of blood vessel protector. Let's begin with the question of sugar. Grapes may taste sweet, but the glycemic index GI of grapes is about 53, which qualifies them as a low GI food. For comparison, white bread has a GI close to 75, and even potatoes, which many consider healthy, often score around 65 or higher. What this means is that grapes release sugar into the bloodstream gradually rather than in a sudden spike. This makes them safe for most people managing blood sugar as long as portions are reasonable. Nutritionists often recommend 15 to 20 small to medium grapes a day, roughly 80 grams, as a safe serving for people who want both taste and stability in their glucose levels. But the real treasure inside grapes isn't their sweetness. It lies in a compound called resveratrol. Found primarily in the skins and seeds of grapes, resveratrol has been studied extensively for its role in protecting blood vessels. A landmark study published in Nature Medicine revealed that resveratrol reduces bad cholesterol, LDL, prevents the clumping of platelets that can lead to clots, and helps maintain the elasticity of arteries. For adults entering their 50 seconds and 60 seconds, an age where cardiovascular risk rises sharply, this natural shield is nothing short of essential. It doesn't stop there. Grapes also contain anthocyanins, the pigments that give red and black grapes their deep colors. These antioxidants fight free radicals and reduce inflammation, further protecting blood vessels and the heart. Additionally, lutein and zeaxanthin present in darker grape varieties support eye health, making grapes particularly beneficial for older adults who spend long hours reading, driving, or using digital screens. In this way, grapes don't just protect your circulation, they help preserve your vision too. However, one important detail often gets overlooked. Most of these benefits are concentrated in the skin and seeds. Many people in the US and Canada prefer seedless grapes, but this convenience comes at a cost. While seedless grapes still provide vitamins and antioxidants, their resveratrol levels are significantly lower than those of seeded varieties. To maximize benefits, consider eating grapes whole with their skins and, if tolerable, their seeds. At the very least, don't peel the skin because that is where much of the resveratrol and anthocyanins are stored. Safety, of course, is critical. Grapes can harbor pesticide residues if not washed properly. A practical tip is to cut the bunches into smaller clusters. Soak them in water with a teaspoon of baking soda for 10 to 15 minutes and rinse thoroughly under running water. This simple step can reduce contaminants and make it safer to enjoy grape skin on. Now, let's connect this to your daily life. Imagine finishing dinner on a September evening and craving dessert. Instead of reaching for cookies or ice cream, try a small bowl of grapes. Not only will you satisfy your sweet tooth, but you'll also nourish your arteries, support your eyes, and stabilize your blood sugar. Over time, these small changes can make a big difference in reducing cardiovascular risk. Let's pause here for interaction. Do you usually eat grapes with or without the skin, and have you noticed whether darker grapes feel more satisfying than green ones? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience can inspire others to make healthier choices. In short, grapes deserve a place at the September table. They are not the enemy of blood sugar that many assume, but rather a protective ally against heart disease, vision decline, and premature aging. The key is moderation, proper washing, and embracing the skin and seeds. When enjoyed this way, grapes become far more than a sweet fruit. They are a daily medicine hidden in plain sight. From the sweetness of grapes and their power to protect our blood vessels, let us now move toward a fruit that seems almost mysterious to many people in North America, the fig. Unlike peaches or grapes, figs are not the kind of fruit you see piled high in every supermarket aisle. They appear briefly, quietly, and often go unnoticed. Yet for those over 40 who want to fight inflammation, strengthen immunity, and even lower long-term disease risks, figs earn their rightful place as the anti-inflammation hero. Why is inflammation such a concern as we age? Chronic low-grade inflammation is often called the silent killer. It is linked to heart disease, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. A 2019 study published in Nature Reviews Immunology found that persistent inflammation accelerates aging and weakens the immune system. This is where figs come in. Rich in phenolic and flavonoid compounds, figs provide a natural arsenal against inflammation. Just 100 grams of fresh figs supply about 2.9 grams of dietary fiber and a variety of antioxidants that directly reduce inflammatory markers in the body. But figs' benefits don't stop at inflammation. They are also a surprisingly rich source of selenium, a mineral often overlooked in Western diets. Selenium is sometimes called the king of anti-cancer nutrients. According to the National Institutes of Health, selenium plays a vital role in DNA repair, immune defense, and thyroid function. Low selenium intake has been linked to higher risks of cardiovascular disease and compromised immunity. Among fruits, figs rank unusually high in selenium content, surpassing common fruits like apples or oranges. For adults over 40, when the immune system naturally begins to decline, adding figs can make a meaningful difference. From a digestive standpoint, figs are also a gentle yet effective aid. Their soluble fiber helps soften stools and feed beneficial gut bacteria. For those dealing with occasional constipation, a common complaint among older adults, eating figs regularly can bring both comfort and health. At the same time, their mild sweetness satisfies cravings without destabilizing blood sugar, provided portions remain reasonable. Of course, figs come with their own quirks. One fascinating detail is that figs are considered a photosensitive food. They contain compounds called furanocoumarins, which can react with sunlight. Eating large amounts of figs and then immediately spending hours outdoors may cause skin redness, itching, or freckles, a reaction known as phytophotodermatitis. For this reason, nutritionists recommend eating figs in the evening or on cloudy days when UV exposure is lower. It's a small precaution that allows you to enjoy their benefits safely. Another point to consider is moderation. While figs are healthy, eating too many can cause loose stools due to their high fiber content. A safe guideline is 2 to 3 fresh figs a day or a handful of dried figs soaked in water. This amount provides enough antioxidants and minerals without straining digestion. Let's make this interactive. Have you ever tried using figs as part of your daily diet, or do you usually just see them in baked goods like cookies? If you've eaten figs fresh, how did they make you feel lighter, calmer, or perhaps even helping digestion? Share your experience in the comments, because your story could encourage others to give this underrated fruit a chance. For those in the US and Canada, figs are increasingly available in late summer and early fall, especially at farmers markets or specialty grocery stores. When choosing, look for figs that are soft to the touch, slightly wrinkled, and emit a gentle sweetness. These are signs of ripeness and maximum nutrient content. Dried figs, while convenient, tend to concentrate calories and sugars, so they should be eaten sparingly compared to fresh ones. In conclusion, figs may not shout for attention with bright colors or flashy supermarket displays, but their quiet power is undeniable. They lower inflammation, deliver selenium support, digestion, and even help regulate immunity. For adults over 40 seeking natural ways to age gracefully and protect long-term health, figs deserve to be a staple rather than a curiosity. So the next time you pass by figs in the produce aisle, don't hesitate. Pick up a few and make them part of your seasonal routine. Having explored the healing sweetness of peaches, the refreshing balance of coconut water, the protective power of grapes, and the anti-inflammatory strength of figs, we now arrive at the grand champion of September fruits, grapefruit. In North America, especially in the US, and Canada, grapefruits are often enjoyed at breakfast or during holiday seasons, but many people underestimate just how perfectly this fruit aligns with the body's needs during the late summer to early autumn transition. For adults, over 40 grapefruits offer a unique blend of hydration, vitamin power, and metabolic support, making them truly the seasonal champion. Let's begin with their nutritional profile. A medium grapefruit contains about 80-90 calories, yet it delivers over 70 milligrams of vitamin C, more than 70% of the recommended daily intake. To put that into perspective, grapefruits contain about 1.5 times more vitamin C than lemons, and more than 7 times that of apples. Vitamin C, as countless studies confirm, plays a central role in boosting immunity, accelerating wound healing, and supporting collagen production for skin. For older adults dealing with seasonal colds or noticing changes in skin elasticity, grapefruits offer a natural line of defense. Beyond vitamin C, grapefruits are also rich in dietary fiber, about 2 grams per half fruit, and this fiber acts like an intestinal broom. It supports digestion, regulates bowel movements, and may even lower cholesterol by binding to excess bile acids in the gut. According to the American Heart Association, adults with higher fiber intake have significantly lower risks of cardiovascular disease, and grapefruits contribute to that protective effect in a tasty, accessible way. One of the most impressive aspects of grapefruits is their ability to address what many call the autumn dryness. As humidity falls in September, adults often notice dry mouths, itchy throats, or persistent coughs. Grapefruit juice, with its high water content and soothing acidity, helps moisturize the respiratory tract. Traditional Chinese medicine has long recommended citrus fruits like pomelos and grapefruits for easing lung heat and stubborn phlegm. Modern nutrition confirms this wisdom, showing that the antioxidants in grapefruit reduce oxidative stress in airway tissues and calm irritation. But grapefruits also come with a powerful caution. Their natural compounds can interact with medications. Grapefruits contain furanocoumarins, which inhibit CYP3A4, an enzyme in the liver responsible for metabolizing many common drugs. When this enzyme is blocked, the concentration of medication in the blood can rise to dangerous levels, almost as if the person had taken multiple doses at once. The most at-risk categories include statins for cholesterol, calcium channel blockers for blood pressure, certain sedatives, and some immunosuppressants. A 2012 study in the Canadian Medical Association Journal reported that more than 85 commonly prescribed drugs can interact negatively with grapefruit. For anyone over 40 who may be managing chronic conditions, this is a crucial detail not to ignore. The takeaway is not to fear grapefruits, but to use them wisely. If you are on regular medication, always consult your doctor or pharmacist before adding grapefruit to your diet. For healthy adults without contraindications, half a grapefruit or 1 glass of fresh grapefruit juice a day is both safe and beneficial. Consuming it in the morning can jumpstart digestion and immunity, while enjoying it after a heavy meal helps counter greasy foods and support circulation. Here's where I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been advised by your doctor to avoid grapefruit because of medication? Or do you enjoy it regularly as part of your diet? Share your experience in the comments. Your perspective can help others navigate this tricky but important issue. In conclusion, grapefruits are the crown jewel of September fruits. They clear lingering summer heat, soothe autumn dryness, strengthen immunity, aid digestion, and protect the heart. Their cautionary note regarding medications only underscores how powerful they truly are. For adults over 40 inches, the US and Canada grapefruits embody the perfect example of food as medicine, safe, effective, and deeply aligned with seasonal needs when consumed thoughtfully. So next time you see grapefruits on the shelf, don't pass them by. Make them a regular guest at your table this fall. From peaches that gently restore blood and energy, to coconuts that reset hydration, grapes that protect vessels, figs that fight inflammation, and grapefruits that crown the season. These 5 fruits together form a powerful September toolkit. They are not just snacks, they are nature's medicine designed for this exact moment of transition. For adults over 40 inches, the US and Canada, choosing seasonal fruits means choosing balance, resilience, and vitality. Which of these fruits will you add to your table this month? Share your choice below. We can learn from one another's journey toward healthier living.